Hello. How is everyone? I'm a bit early, but we can wait for a few minutes. I always come on early with Would You Bend because I know that I need to be cross-posted. So right now I'm just trying to mix some colors because we're going to be doing an Easter egg, and and my paste has kind of dried up, so I'm just mixing it so that I can make it useful. Good morning, Betty. How are you? It was a cold morning here, 16 degrees this morning. Oops. And I'm trying to match up. I need some more blue. Maybe, maybe not. Well, let's see. Let me just get you on here, and I'm going to wait for Would You Bend to share us out. If I can get my computer to log. Okay, there's one. And okay. Good morning, Rennie. I am too. And I thought they said that this was going to be an easy winter, but I guess not. I just want to go somewhere nice and warm. Rennie, how are you feeling this morning? Did you check with your doctor? Did you make an appointment? Did you go see them? '50s next week? I'll believe that when I see it. I don't believe that. No way. Thank you so much, Rennie. Rennie, were you on? Do you remember the big roses, the Would You Bend roses? I've managed to find some. I know people were asking me, good morning, Would You Bend Canada? Good morning, Donna. How are you? We're going to continue with our theme of Easter eggs. And we'll do... Oh, you haven't seen the doctor? You really need to. You really need to, Rennie. Okay, I'm just trying to mix my paints because if we have time, we are going to paint. And my paints have kind of dried up a little bit. Good morning, Krisa. Tikanis. Kalimer. Oh, no, it's Kalispera for you. I hope you're feeling kala. Yeah, I managed to find some. And I'm trying to reach out to the people that were interested in them so that I know how many to order. They are being discontinued. Thank you, Would You Bend Molding. Good morning, Would You Bend Molding in Leeds. How is the weather in Leeds? I hope you're all well and that the sun is shining. We had 16 Fahrenheit this morning. It's now probably 27 and it's still too cold for me. So let me turn you down. Yes, I will, Betty. Yes. So welcome, everyone. My name is Rima Bishara, and I'm the owner of Walls and More. I'm a Would You Bend retailer, and I do lives every day, Tuesday to Friday normally, at 2 p.m. Eastern. And thank you so much for joining. I'm going to turn you down and show you what we're going to do. It's very English? Okay. Oh, good, Christina. I'm so glad. I hope you liked it. Okay, so today, seeing that Easter is coming up, I got this, it's a piece of papier-mâché from Factory Direct, and if anyone's interested, they did give me a 10% coupon that I will tell you about on my live. And I painted it white because, you know, for decoupaging, and this is what we're decoupaging, we need a white background so that our paper can pop. So I have done an outline of the angel, and I'm going to cut a little bit around it, and we're going to apply that with our infuser, which I keep in a bottle like this because it stops, sometimes it sticks and it's hard to open, so this way it's easier. And then we're going to apply a trim on the egg. This time it's not, I am going to do a foam one, maybe next time, or I might do a cross. So I'm just outlining with a brush. You can use a water pen around the egg. It's okay if it's bigger than the egg because I am going to be using this trim. Yes, it will be standing on this. I'm going to make it stand on this. There are different kinds, Rennie, which I will show on my live. I got a few different kinds. And yesterday I was trying to cut some foam ones down the middle. And I have an electric tool for foam. And I think I've wasted about 6 or 7 eggs because I just couldn't get it to work. So how is everyone? Good morning, Kathy. How are you this morning? And I just want to thank Artemis for cross-posting me. This morning. And this is probably the part of the decoupage that I really don't care much for. Now, if you'll notice, the back of the Posh Chalk decoupage papers is full of fibers. It's very strong. And it's stronger than a lot of the other papers that I have used. And if you do get a fiber like this, do not pull it, just cut it. And you can still use the rest of this paper, don't throw it out. So now we have this, and we're going to decoupage this on. Now, I know that you see a pen mark, but for those of you who have Amazon stores, order your Friction pen, because if you look, this is the pen that I adore, and if you use it to make markings, when you heat it up, it disappears. as you can see here. I want to make sure it goes. See, it's gone already from here. I'm just going to put it down and oh, don't worry, Betty. The book has been going crazy lately. Okay, so now all of it is gone. I don't have any markings. I'm going to pour some infuser in here. And spread it. Yeah, it does. I will send it, I will post it. Yes, it does. It's my favorite way to mark things, Donna. Oops, we have a hair or two. These brushes, and I got a whole set of them, and I thought that I had shaken them up enough so that I would not have this issue. Apparently I still do. Oops, there's another one. I do not like this. I am not a fan. I might change. I am, not I might. Look at this. Why bother selling paintbrushes if they shed? So there we go. No more paintbrushes. Hello, Maria Chicanis. And I'm going to put this on. And just pull it down just a little. And then I'm going to use another brush. Hopefully this one will not shed. Just dry it. So I can remove the excess paper, but I'm not right now. I'm waiting for it to dry. I might actually just trim the edges because it's okay if it goes over. We are going to use this trim. And this is the Posh Chalk paper from the Christmas release, so you can also use that for Easter. And if you can see, I've just left a little bit. Hi, Kiki, Tikanis. I've just left this a little bit running over the side of the egg. Good morning, Lynn. So I'm just going to cut a little bit. At this point, it doesn't really matter if it's cut or if it's a water pen, because it will be covered by my trim. And I'm sorry, I don't remember the number of this trim, but it's one that's very suitable. Just a little bit more. How's the weather in Greece? You can tell us. We won't be jealous. I'm just trying to cut a little bit. I don't want to destroy my egg. Oh, it's no longer available? Well, I'm sorry. Is it been discontinued or that they're just out of stock? All the 700s are relatively new. Just going to put just a touch more. I want to make sure these are securely glued on. And you're using the Posh Chalk infuser, which does not come in a bottle like this. It comes in a jar. But I find it easier for me to put it in this. I don't have problems like I do when it's in a jar. I'm going to dry it a little bit. And if I can find... Hello, Carol. It might be TR 708, as Donna said. And I've tried to mix my paint so that I get a color like this. And I added the green phthalo with a touch of the blue phthalo. And I think the colors will work. No, I don't think it's at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to send Donna the link on Amazon because she's in Canada. It's still a bit sticky. Thank you for joining me so early in the morning, everyone who's in the United States. And for Europe, thank you for spending part of your day with me. I appreciate that. And if you're new, please say hello. Lynn, it's a Frixion. I will post my Amazon link for it. Oh, it's afternoon. That's correct. Yes, I'll post it on my page. No, it's not available in Hobby Lobby. I've never seen it there. Thank you, Lynn. That's the first part. So look at how great my egg looks now. So next part is heating up the trim. Frixion. Yeah, I'll post, Betty, it's okay. I'll post a link to my Amazon, which is supposed to give me a few pennies, but I've yet to see one penny, that is. So as you can see, with Would You Bend, you can bend it. Once it's heated, you can bend it any way you want. When it gets cold, it gets brittle and can break off very easily, as I can show you. This has not been heated, and this is one of my favorite trims, by the way. And if you break it... No, I haven't, Betty, but I can put links in. So do not ever attempt to cut it when it's cold. Okay, so let's just measure approximately how much I'm going to need. And we're going to put this here. More heating here. Oops. And you can also cut your Would You Bend. With a pair of scissors. With a knife, and I'm just going to coil this up because the best way to keep your Would You Bend, first of all, in shape and easily heated up. Oh well, we have a small problem, but you know what? Yes, that's the one. It's called a Frixion, Lynn. And it looks like this. I'm just heating this up because I want to coil it. It's easier to heat. It maintains the heat much better. Okay, almost there. But these are important things for new wood you benders, so that you can maintain the heat. Okay, so I'm going to get some of my Tight Bond Quick and Thick. That's the glue of choice for me. The bottle is almost empty. So I have it turned upside down. And I'm going to pour some here. And if it's completely empty, then we might have a small problem. No, it's not completely empty. And keeping your glue upside down means it's ready for you to use whenever you need it. Make sure you close it. No, it's in a straight. Oh, did you get it? Oh, I'm so glad, Rennie. No, it's straight. It's completely straight. It's like this. So it's easier to apply. So I'm just going to start applying. I'm going to put the, start the trim from the bottom, because we are going to ultimately put it on this base like this. So if there's a seam at the bottom, that's great. Now you can also add more wood you bend, like cupids, or you can cut up your own, absolutely, Rennie, it is easier to paint. You can use your SKU, I think is it 2205, Donna, the sheet? I love using that sheet. I've cut out Easter eggs from that. And I'm just applying my wood you bend, my glue to my wood you bend. I won't go too far. Trying to keep my desk clean. And I'm just heating it up so that I can glue it. Oh, Kiki, I'll show you on the live. It did not come out very well, unfortunately, but you know what? We have another chance today. So I'm just applying this right here. And it's amazing how it sticks because of the glue. I'm just going to add a little bit more. Yes, $22.95. Thank you, Donna. Thank you for that. And using that papyrus, $22.95, I've cut out the shape of an Easter egg and then added to it leftover wood you bend moldings, and they've come out really amazing. And I've done that with a heart. You just do your heart, cut out a heart. Well, you can. The other nice thing is that you can draw on that, on the papyrus. It did dry, but there are, well, I'll show you when you come on the live. Okay, so I'm adding some more heat. Now, if glue does seep out, that's great. That means that you have a great bond. You can clean it up with an earbud like this, with a wet paintbrush. Oh, Jane, I'm always here to entertain. You missed me singing to Betty a few days ago. What we did, Jane, was we applied, this is an egg from Factory Direct. It's made of papier mâché. And I painted it white because I'm decoupaging over it. And as you remember, we always need a white background if, well, not always. Sometimes you may not want a white background. But typically, if you want the image to pop, you would use a white background. Although it's not always necessary. What are you feeling, Jane? And I'm so sorry for everyone that's not feeling well. I think this weather that we're having in the US is not helping. I'm trying to get it to lay down as much as I can. And I just want to add a little bit more. And that did not take very long. We've been on about 20 minutes. We've already decoupaged our egg. I am going to just cut this, although you could slice it by putting one over the other. The other thing I wanted to say to you is if you cut it a little bit short, you can stretch it. So part of this is a little bit short, so I'm going to heat it. And join it together. Although, let me just cut a little bit more off here. Because one was overlapping. So let me show you now. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Jane. It's the weather. So I'm going to push and push and push. And we're getting closer together. It's the other piece I should have cut, actually. One is overlapping the other, so I'm just going to cut a little bit with the knife. And as you can see, I stretched it and it's fitting beautifully. But if you start at the bottom and you're putting it on here, then it doesn't really matter. And I put too much of my glue here. So now the next step is I would like to paint it this color. So I'm using this, which is dried up almost, because until recently I was not keeping it closed up. So let's see, which one was that? I added some water and I'm going to add a little bit more. Well, not just yet. Apparently you can also add infuser. I've never tried it with infuser. I have seen other people use an infuser with it. And but that's not the way I was taught by Solly Joe. So I'm just going to keep on painting the trim right now. And it is pretty close. Yeah, I will look at it, Betty, after the live. I just heard it. So almost there. And this paper was designed especially for Posh Chalk by Chris Leludis, and he is an amazing artist, and I know I've taken lessons and leads from him. And I came home with 3 unbelievable paintings, which I should post. And this paste has essential oils in it, so it smells good, especially when you heat it up. I don't usually like doing things that fast, but he is one of a kind, Kiki. Absolutely. He came to Leeds and he was really amazing. Just going to add a little bit more water. And if you haven't tried the pastes, there are 3 in 1. You can use it right out of the jar. Well, you can if you open it. Like this. You can put it through a stencil, just like this, without doing anything to it. You can also use it to paint. You can add water to it and make it into a wash. So it does have so many amazing uses. Plus it smells. I'm trying to do this without messing up my egg. But I have no place to hold the egg. Just want to make sure that I have it completely covered. We're going to use one of the colors. Let me just try it and add a little bit more. Put it in hot water and leave. Yes, I know. I can also heat it with this, but Kiki, it's a little bit too early in the morning. How was work for you, Kiki? Or are you still at work? And I probably will need another coat because I painted it white. And it smells, wow. Thank you. Well, when we add the highlights, I mean, I can add some more things, like I can add these flowers on it. Let me just do a quick second coat. It dries very quickly. And see, I just added some water. I mean, look at how far down in my jar I am. And I won't throw this out yet. because I can still get some from the sides. So now everything is painted. We're going to do some highlighting. Okay, wrong one. I'll put my press and seal in a minute on this. And as I said, I used both of these, a touch of this and quite a bit of this. So let me just, I'm getting a bit hotter. Let me just heat it up and we can highlight with the pearl gold or the shiny gold. Oh, we can do both. Thank you, Kim. Good morning, Kim. Thank you, Carol. And I'm just telling you, just smelling this stuff is amazing. If you haven't tried it, you should. And of course, you end up with the usual mess on your hands. And that should be nothing new to my friends who watch me. And by the way, these marks are not from me. That's the paper. So now let's just let me see which color I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use the shiny gold. Thank you, Betty. And again, this might be dry. No, actually it's good. I'm just going to take some out and put them on here. Add a little bit of water. Oh, thank you, Betty. And just highlight I don't know if I put too much water, we will see. And I'm just going to very lightly apply this. You can also darken it with the waxes, the patinas. Good morning, Mel. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I really appreciate you guys showing up so early in the morning for me and for our European friends for taking time in your afternoon to spend it with me. So this is what we have. I'm just adding a little bit more highlights. It's not meant to be perfect. Remember, this is handmade. And on the back, I might do a design. Let me see if I can find a sponge brush. Yes, I have one. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try. It seems a little bit, this might be a bit too big, but let's try it. It's not giving me a perfect circle. I could use the back of a, let me try the back of a paintbrush. Let's see if that will work. No, the surface is curved and it's not letting me. I do like the paintbrush better. I need to find one that See, I like these better than I like these. I don't know if you can see if the lighting is, just going to move it. So I like this better. And now all I have to do is decide on which. I brought 3 different candle holders. I do, but I don't know where it is, Betty. But I can try that, actually. And I might remove these and paint over them. But you can do this like this. And you would paint that. Yeah, there is. They use it on stones, Donna, for that thing, or you can put it on this, or you can put it on this one. I'm not sure which one you prefer, but I will finish it off. And I usually say I'm going to post it, and then I forget all about it. But I'm going to try my best to post it in the Posh Chalk and Would You Bend page. So we started off with a papier-mâché half egg. We primed it, painted it. Not that you needed to prime it, but I just did. Applied the decoupage paper. Painted it with a mix of green phthalo and blue phthalo. Applied TR708, the trim on it. Painted that. Highlighted with the shiny gold. And here you go. Hi, Cassie. How are you? So maybe Betty can remind me to finish it because I am terrible. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Oh, and I have one more tip for you. One more. And I put it right in front of me. And this one works great if you're using these foam eggs. These are, don't throw these out. These are from the tape. Thank you, Kathy. These are from, you know, the tapes that finish, like these. Don't throw them out. You can put some Would You Bend on them and make them as holders for your egg, like this. So remember, don't throw these out. They're very helpful. They're very useful. And you can, I can't use it on this egg because it's a bit too deep. But I want you, hi Emma, but I will hope you have an amazing, yes Betty, an amazing rest of your day. And I will see you in 2 weeks. We'll come up with another education station. Sorry, Would You Bend, that I took so long, but I just wanted to make sure I finish this. Have a great afternoon, evening, anywhere, everywhere in the world, and stay safe, please. Thank you.